Hello, namaste and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena and today I will discuss about the importance of threat intelligence. In 2012, AlientVault established Open Threat Exchange. And what was the reason of the foundation of OTX? It was a simple. Cyber criminals, hackers, they were exchanging their information about viruses, malwares, what techniques they are using with the other cyber criminals. Okay, just to understand their mindset, what exactly they are doing, what they are just trying to do, and what techniques they are using. AlientVault started OTX. Over there, the participants, the professionals, collecting the knowledge about threat, and that threat helps many organizations to understand the way of working of cyber criminals, what they are doing. Understand, and it just help uh, 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 very effective way for cyber security companies to get a hold on the threats, quickly minimize the effect of any cyber attacks, and making their team faster to recognize the threat and how they are working. Okay, as you can see here, when any company is using threat intelligence, means knowledge about threat, knowledge about malware vulnerabilities, when we understand it in a better way, we would be able to identify the threat in our organization. We would be able to eliminate it so quickly, as compared to if without any knowledge of the threat, we will blindfoldedly will see, okay, is that a threat? No, this is not the threat. Then we will go to the another alert. Is that the threat? No, it's not. So threat intelligence give us the clear cut evidence. Yes, if something is happening on your system in this way, and it's just showing you this effect, or this is the, if you are having indicator of compromise, the traces behind after the attack, this is definitely the cyber attack. Remediate it so quickly. So the identification will be clear cut, different from the normal false positive alerts. Okay, so the staff spending just compiling the security reports, because it's easy now, they can understand it very well, and it just decreased by 34%, but time spending, and it just making it more faster. And identification of the attack, it just 10 times better. Okay, and to resolve the any incident, our in your organization, it just increased by 63% faster they are, as compared to without having the threat intelligence knowledge. Okay, so it's just helping different organizations to add for the identification of the threat. They are just getting feed into their security systems, into their security posters, whether that's on the firewalls or just where they are just connecting. This will help the organization to identify quickly the threat, the cyber threat attack, and they can quickly isolate it from the other part of the network, or just to removing it quickly, so that it would not be separate over the other system and will not be affect the other systems. Okay, as you can see in this picture here is, let me just zoom it. the threat intelligence that is coming from different from different sources, either that's a social network, or for the sinkhole sensors, or the honeypots if established, or the crawlers or hacktivism resources, global threat data. They just collect that information from different sources, and I consolidate that information. After that, okay, uh, information of the threat is just coming from different sources. They just are indicating different kind of intelligence. Now let's in the other process, let's make it some usable, tagging that information into some categories, so the identification will be easy. In the next layer, what they do, they just to process that data, whatever received from different sources, and then they arrange in a way so that human can understand, machine can understand. Okay, so after the identification of the threat, they will just forward it to the in the actionable way, what exactly it is. Now there are indicator of compromises. There are clear identification of the domain, the IP addresses, the malicious website, the malware, the hash value of the malicious file, the actions, the steps, the tactics, techniques, procedures, which are actionable, which the on those information we can identify, yes, this is the attack. So just it will categorize it, filter in a better way, you can say. After that, it is just integrate and visualize, so that we can with a one at the one glass of pen, we can see it clear cut. Yes, this is the kind of attack we are facing in our organization, and then this information shared with their the group members, whether that's open source, free of, or the commercially they are sending that information to their clients. Okay, and cyber threat analysts, they can understand, or the SIM technologies they can understand. When this information enter in our organization, how this is just going to help our associate team or the cybersecurity professionals when that information come in our organization. Okay, now we have a solid database of threat intelligence. We are aware of what type of threat trends is going on in nowadays, whether our similar companies are under attack of that certain threat, then we will be more aware of this threat. If this threat will try to penetrate in our network, already we have the knowledge of it, immediately they will catch it on the border. Somehow if they will conceal their presence and will enter into our network, we have the security layer system in our companies. So if one layer they will penetrate and will reach to the next layer, somehow somewhere we will get the alert, and those alert we would be able to match with the clear cut knowledge about the threat and identification. Yes, this is the threat. So quickly isolate it and save our company from the major attacks, from the major damage, either that's the reputation damaging or the revenue damaging. We can isolate it, we can minimize the damage. Understand? So what exactly the threat intel can give us the power? It can enhance the use of our patch management. Now we understand this kind of certain vulnerabilities exist on our network. Okay, we need to give the priority. So we will be able to identify our priorities. We would be able to identify our attack surface. Okay, our organizations are using different kind of devices, whether that's mobile devices, or just we are using cloud services. Expansion of our network is too much in nowadays, so we will be able to cover the attack surface in a better way. Now we understand, yes, this kind of attack is more targeting more certain areas, say cloud devices they are targeting, or the mobile devices, or data center, or the application servers they are targeting, or the web server they are targeting. So just we would be able to identify it so clearly. Okay, it just give us the power of understanding about the threats. Other things is just incident response will be very fast, very quick. So, is it so win-win situation for organizations who are using threat intelligence in a better way, in a planned way? And nowadays threat intelligence is the crucial part of cyber security. Without it, it will just take a lot of time to identify the threats. We never come to know what kind of threats nowadays in trend. Okay, maybe that threat is new to our security systems. They would not be able to identify it. They will just give a green flag. Okay, go, green signal, you are not malicious, and that can attack in our network and can exfiltrate our data, can damage our networks, and we never come to know, yes, that attacks already happened in our organization. If we have the enough knowledge about the threat intel, then definitely we would be able to fight against those attacks. So follow me on the cybersecurity prism and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. Also share that session with your friends, group members, so that they can understand the importance of the threat intelligence, how it can help the organizations to just make their response against the threats so quickly, and can minimize the damage of the organizations. Okay, so see you in the next session. Namaste.